Hi, Marguerite Brigham. I'm an author, yoga teacher, and a woman on a mission. I want to ask you something first, though. Have you ever started something really big and it's all kind of seemed to fall apart on you? And then it took you a while to get back up on your feet again and come forward? Well, I just finished a video that I'll be putting on this as part two with my granddaughter, and as I was writing about coming forth again with this magical mission of connecting and gathering on the full moons, she was watching a show on Little Einstein, and it was talking about magical instruments. So that gave me the courage to know that I am on the right track, the synchronicities, just as I'm writing. So I said a sacred yes. And I wrote a book ages ago on becoming a golf goddess. And it was really a lot about my own journey, becoming a goddess. And the tagline is, embrace sacred play and unlock the hero within. So this is my hero self, because the sacred play has elevated from the golf to the full moons. And what has happened, I shared on the last video. So what I would love for you to do before I share what happened is to subscribe to my page, because I've been doing record keeping for Caitlin, my granddaughter, because I've been holding this vision. This book was published in 2009 to set up reuniting grandparents with grandchildren, and I wanted it to be a nonprofit, and it came this year, so in 2009, and it came in 2013 to connect elders with children, and through our songs now. So through the full moons, and it's a free platform, and it's really, about bringing the divine feminine, calling in the directions, co-creating with other women, picking divination cards, singing heathen songs, spiritual songs, all kinds of songs. Songs maybe that your mother sang to you that you would like to pass along. And children's songs. And so as I have been doing this, February was like a dream come true. So it was a woman from Ireland and a woman from New York and their sons, and it was like my exactly like my dream coming true. And then every moon since then, pieces of my life have been stripped away, and I've shown up for it. I've let everything go, almost all my possessions, now my husband, and that's one thing I've kept is the full moon, but I haven't been telling anybody about it. But I'm feeling now with the summer solstice coming up, I'm starting to feel the energy again, and it's time to ask other people to come and join us to the fun that we had in February, to co-create these circles with us, to bring more joy and play. And I'll just read what Ellen wrote and the powerful time that we had, and ask you to come join us for free. And I will put the link down below on this Learn It Live site, where it is like magic, because we can connect to the whole world with these old ways and bringing them forth again. So Ellen Burns, her son, the day after we did the full moon, he wanted to do his own ritual. So he led this whole thing, and this is what she wrote. So the next day, he wanted to do his own full moon ritual. We lit our candle, and he brought all his precious items with him: his football, new shoes, some money, and book, and cuddly toy. He spoke out loud what he wanted to represent, what they all represented to him, and he gave thanks for them all. Then we drew down the energy of the moon into us and into the ground and back up again, and through our bodies out into the world. This is what we do, and we send Reiki out into the world. Then he asked me to take my granny's necklace off that I always wear and he placed it on all his chakras one by one. And he asked me to do the same. And then he kissed it. It was amazing. Then we said a prayer to Mary, the Queen of the Angels, and gave thanks for all the miracles that have happened to us, and prayed for our loved ones, and he led it. Then she goes on to say, for me, one of the big takeaways has been the divine feminine rebirth and reclaiming power and respect from men. Where does where else does that start but in the home? So for the two boys to see their mothers and other women, Marguerite, myself, joining in mystical celebration, calling down the moon, singing, praying, divining, beating our own drum, literally and symbolically, it encourages them to see us as they really are, more than simply their mothers. Powerful divine goddesses, this wisdom pouring out of us and to include them, to embrace them in our loving spirit, to me may be a hint, a start of the merging of the divine feminine with the divine masculine. So to give them this experience and to make it okay, to celebrate, to merge, to join in with the feminine soul and song and spirit, I actually have goosebumps thinking of the next generations of men to come through due to women like us. And I thought it was going to be for the girls, the women, to reconnect back to our true essence. And it can be. And the scary part for me to come out again, to ask you to join us. Again, you don't even have to sing, just hold the space to connect to the children, connect this video to the children, and to men to see that there's nothing scary about full moon rituals, that they're going to be done publicly. And it is scary for me because my partner and I are separated now. He was calling me a witch and strangling me. So as I'm trying to gain my self-expression, one of my intents is so that we sing to find our voice, he was trying to hold me back. And I'm coming out again, but I can't do this alone. I've been trying to do it alone. It's not as much fun. I need you. I need help. Please join me. Let's bring the merriment. Let's bring the magic that's inside of us back out into the world. It is so needed, and it's time. And if I can do it, I know you can do it too. Blessings.